Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a Notice 7 story. If you are solo stand and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. It's the evening time. A boy came inside the house with the brightest dimple smile. He tripped while locking the door and dropped the shoe rack, which was next to door. He picked the shoe rack and again arranged all the shoes along with his and came to living room. Happily chipping, I am at home. Cut off. Yoongi glared at him and put the call on the hold. June, can't you stay quiet? Everyone came to know that you are here. You don't need to say this. Your magical powers of breaking the things already screamed. June looked down. I'm sorry, Hyang. Yoongi, you say sorry like is oxygen. Can't you keep your hands in control? Because of you, I had to put this call on this hold. Stupid. June mumbled, sorry. Yoongi unhold the call. Sorry, sir. Looked at June. There was a disturbance. Yeah, I completed the music. Don't worry, sir. Tomorrow you will get. Dad, thanks for giving me a chance and trusting me. I won't disappoint you. Yeah, I made all the music as you said. Tomorrow I will show you. No, I won't be late. Thank you once again, sir. Cut the call. June excitedly looked at him. What happened, Hyang? You are looking so happy. Yoongi, 2 months ago I got a call from very famous production house. They were searching new and fresh music. I made him listen my musics, which I made from scratches. They liked it and gave me offer to prepare 5 musics for their next album. I made 3 musics. They asked me to listen to my music tomorrow. June happily. Wow, Hyang, finally you will get the recognition of your work. Yoongi, but stay away from your clumsy hands and legs from me and my work. I don't want you to ruin my hard work. Hobi took Vminkook to aunt's house as they have 2 days holidays. Hobi isn't here, so be careful. I don't have time to clean your mess. Left to his room. June plopped himself on the couch. Did you hear Namjoon? After ages, Yoongi is this much happy. He is working so hard. Don't you dare to mess with his things and him. Looked at the center table. Hyang left his drive. Here, I should give him before I break it and ruin his hard work. My powers can wake up at any time. About to touch it. But what if I break it then? If here is Hobi, Hyang, Jimin, Cookie or TT, then I would never touch it. I would have told them to give it to Yoongi Hyang, but as nobody is here and they will return back after 2 days, so I have to give him this. Looked at Drive. Hey Drive, I'm going to touch you. Please don't break. Just stay strong until we reach at Yoongi Hyang's room. His room is in upstairs. It won't take much time. I promise. Please cooperate with me. He picked the drive and carefully held it in his big palm and climbed the staircase slowly. He knocked the door of Yoongi's room. When he didn't get any reply, he opened the door and peeked inside, but saw there was no one. He went inside and placed the drive on the side table. He was about to go but tripped with side table. He held the table but drive fell from it and broke. He was looking at the broken drive with his scared eyes. Just then Yoongi came out from the washroom. He saw drive was broken and June was standing near it. He angrily went near him and grabbed his arms and made him slap with his full strength. His thin and veiny palm left the dark red fingerprints on his left cheek and he fell on the floor. Note: this story was requested like this, so don't complain about the punishment because it will more than the punishment. If you have any problem, then skip the part. June placed his hand on his slapped cheek and looked at him with teary eyes. Hyang, listen. Yoongi pulled his hair and made him stand. Listen, after ruining my hard work of whole 2 months, you still think I will listen to you? Didn't I warn you before to stay away from me and my works? Tell me, don't stay like a statue. Answer me. June, shaky voice. Yes, you told me. Yoongi slapped him. But then also you dare to ignore my warning. It looks like you don't have any fear of me. It's alright. Today I will remind you how to obey my words. Again slapped him and he fell on the floor. You love your clumsiness and don't want to leave it, right? Today I will make sure you to be aware at least thousands of times before touching my belongings. June crawled to the corner and hugged himself. He was shaking hard while thinking what Yoongi will do with him now. His mind got blank. He couldn't be able to think anything. He slowly looked at Yoongi, who was finding something in his wardrobe. Here was no one who can save him from Yoongi's anger. Always Hobi came in between and saved him from Yoongi's anger, but today he wasn't here. He was trembling hard. He was lost in his thinking, but came out when he felt a sting pain on his arm and back. He looked up and saw Yoongi was standing there while wrapping the belt around his wrist. He couldn't believe on his eyes that Yoongi hit him by the belt. He punished him before too, but never ever with the belt. His chain of thought interrupted when he felt so many strokes without any gap of time. He felt massive pain. Yoongi stretched out his both the hands and placed on the foot and over them and started raining the strokes on his both the back of the palm. June was screaming and tried to pull back his hands, but Yoongi's grip was very tight. His hands turned deep shade of red. June applied his rest of strength and pulled back his hands and started rubbing it to lessen the pain. He didn't notice because of him Yoongi lost his balance and fell down. Now he became more mad. He started hitting him with his full strength. The room was filled with June's painful screaming and Belt's scary sound. June curled up like a small ball and Yoongi was hitting him. After some time, he stopped and dragged June in his room and threw him inside and locked the door from outside and left somewhere. June couldn't have any energies to stand up, so he stayed there. It turned night. Yoongi hadn't returned back. June fell asleep. He woke up and found himself on the floor. He tried to stand up, but his bruisey hissed in pain as his body was stiff. He couldn't be able to move himself. His eyes fell on his hands which had so many belt marks. He crawled himself to the corner and sat by leaning his back on the wall, but screamed in pain when Wall touched his bruises. He moved a little. Hot tears started flowing from his eyes while remembering what happened few hours ago. He hugged himself and started crying. June, why am I this much useless? Why can't I do anything properly? I just have to do a simple work, placing the drive on the side table, but I couldn't do that simple thing. I broke his drive. His hard work of whole 2 months got ruined just because of my clumsiness. If I had paid a little more attention, this wouldn't have happened. Hang warned me to not touch his drive, but then also I touched it. Not even touch, I broke it. What will he show tomorrow to his producer? Will Hang hate me? Of course he would be. I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt him. I only want to help him. I'm sorry, Hang. He was crying and feeling bad for Yoongi because he ruined his hard work. Strange? Nah, it's the most genuine feeling when you became the reason of others' pain and suffering. He was crying and crying like there was no tomorrow. Soon door opened. Yoongi slid the packet of food and rolled the water bottle towards him. He closed the door. He didn't look at June. June was hungry and thirsty as he didn't eat anything since the morning. He quickly opened the packet and found there were some burgers. He tried to pick the burger, but because of massive pain and bruises, he couldn't hold it and it fell on the packet. He held it. He tried to drink water, but his hands were trembling hard because of that. Bottle fell from his hand and water spilled on the floor. He couldn't get anything. He was looking at the water with teary eyes and remembered how much clumsy he was and couldn't do anything properly. He again started crying. Arthur's point of view. It, he was Namjoon, a university student who lived with his two hangs and three Maknaes. He was so clumsy and careless. He always broke the things. Everyone gave him a name of the god of destruction. He never intended to break the things and hurt anyone. He always careful while holding the things but didn't know what happened. After coming in his hands, all the things became so fragile and delicate. He had the sharpest brain but still couldn't do anything properly. He always got the scoldings from everyone, even from his Maknaes too, because he unintentionally broke their things too. Yoongi was the eldest young among six of them. He was the perfectionist. He completed all the work before the time because according to him on the time is late. He loved his all five brothers equally but couldn't express his feelings. He was feeling so shy. He was a music producer. He was working so hard for making his name in this industry but couldn't get any offer from big production house. He was so strict with himself and couldn't tolerate any mistake and carelessness towards his work. Hobi was second Hyang. He was an assistant choreographer. Recently, he got the job and started helping Yoongi. He was so calm, mature, and fun loving. He always protected Maknaes from Yoongi's anger. He gave Maknaes the love which Yoongi couldn't give. Jimin and T was twin and in high school. Cookie was youngest. He was in middle school. They all were very chaotic and soul of the house. Yoongi wasn't this much strict with others like he was with June. On these simple mistakes, he corrected him. Time skipped in the morning. Yoongi came to June's room with his breakfast. He found June was sleeping on the floor. He didn't say anything. He placed his breakfast on the bed and about to go, but June held his hand and stopped him. He stood up while holding his hand. June, Hyang, you are still here? Yoongi, without looking at him. So according to you, where should I be? Should I go from here? June, yeah, I didn't mean that. You have the meeting with new production house, so you still didn't go there? Yoongi, what do we do to go there? What will I make them listen? Should I give them broken drive and say, here is your music? June didn't bite his lower lip. Didn't you make copy? You always make 3 copies of your every music. Yoongi, that was original copy. You didn't give me any chance to make its copy. June felt more guilty. Uh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you intentionally. Look down. Yoongi, hurt? Do you even know the meaning of hurt? Do you know? Do you sorry bring me back my music? Do you sorry stop me from apologizing to producers? I told you how important this music was for me. This offer can change our life. I worked so hard on those musics. What impression will I create in front of them? They will think I don't have any value of time. You know this very well, that how punctual and careful I am for my work. I worship my work. I am man of my word. Till now, it has never happened that I said something and didn't complete it. But all thanks to you. Today, I will see this day too. I never said sorry to anyone, but because of you, I have to say sorry. It was your fault, but I have to pay for it. Maybe they can snatch this project from me by thinking me as not trustworthy. It's very hard to make image, but because of you, my image will ruin. Don't know after today will any producer ready to work with me or not. After working so hard, finally I got the opportunity to work for this much big production house, but because of you, it's all ended. You didn't only ruin my music, you destroyed my dream to give you all a good life. Looked at the floor and picked the packet. What's this? You had an eaten burger? Oh yeah, why would you eat it? You are angry from me. First himself do mistake and then anyone punish you. Then leave food and water to make other guilty. I'm not Hobi who will bear your tantrums and run behind you to feed you your meal. You don't have any value of food. You never think how Hang is running the house and fulfilling everyone's wish. You know what? Stay hungry and show your anger when you won't get anything to eat. Then you will realize how hard is it to get food. You easily got everything by sitting in this AC room. That's why you don't even realize how hard me and Hobi are working. Pick the tray of his breakfast. You don't want to go for university too because you are angry. We paid the fees for showing anger. That's great. Do whatever you want to do. We are here to bear your tantrums. I have to go for my work. I can't just sit here and show my anger. This house won't run by my anger. Angrily left without looking at June and giving him a chance to speak. June was standing there while looking down. Tears were flowing from his eyes. First, Yoongi beated him more than enough for the thing which he didn't do intentionally, then taunted him for leave not having any value of things and showing anger. He gave him long lecture without giving him any chance to speak and explain himself. He made him feel more guilty over his clumsiness. He was already feeling so guilty. Just a typical Asian parent's way. Topic could be anything, but it always ended up showing how hard they work for us and we don't have any value. Agree? June. went to his wardrobe and took out his clothes and went to washroom to take shower and get ready. After sometimes he came out, he was ready to go out. Yoongi already left for his work. He saw some money were on the center table. Yoongi left him to buy food for himself, but John didn't take a single penny and left to his university. Time skipped after some times. John was heading back to his home from his university. He was only thinking about Yoongi and walking on the street without looking straight. He bumped with a man and his cold coffee spilled on him. He looked at him and bowed. June bowed 90 degree. I'm really sorry. Man, hey, why are you saying sorry? June, because of my clumsiness, your coffee spilled. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. Man, I will forgive you only on one condition. June, what? Man, you have to come with me to my house. June, scared. To your house? Man, don't worry. I'm very decent man. You are safe with me. My home is near. June, okay. Man was wearing a mask. June was scared. He took him to the big and luxurious mansion. There was so many security guards. Now June was so scared. But man held his hand and took him inside the house. He was standing in the living room and looking here and there. Soon man returned with a t-shirt and gave to him. Man, wear it and give me your t-shirt. I will wash it. June, no thanks. I will wash it by myself. I want to go back to my home. Man removed his mask. Why are you scared? I am worldwide handsome Jin. You must have seen me so many times. June slowly shook his head. No, I never saw you before. Jin, shocked. What? You didn't know me? Don't you watch movies? June, no. Jin, it's okay, dimple boy. June, my name is Namjoon. Jin, okay, so Junie, change your t-shirt. I will wash it quickly. I won't let you go without changing your t-shirt. June didn't have any other option. Jin took him inside his washroom and he changed his t-shirt. Jin gave him his oversized t-shirt, but there was huge high size difference between them. It was very tight for June, which was rubbing his brushes, but he couldn't tell this to Jin. He came back to living room, but Jin wasn't there. He was calling him, and Jin told him to come to kitchen. He came to kitchen's door frame. June, Mr. Jin. Jin, without looking at him, Mr. Jin? You, it sounds so weird. Call me Jinny. Looked at him. What are you doing there? Come inside. I won't cook you, said by showing him knife. When he didn't come inside, he held his hand and bring him inside. But June hissed in pain. Jin stopped and June hid his hand behind his back. Jin forcefully picked his hands and looked at his hand. They were trembling. He slided his sleeves up, but June stopped him. But he didn't listen to him. He saw there were so many bruises. He quickly ran to his room and brought first aid kit and a rope. Jin, remove your shirt. June held his clothes. No, please let me go. Jin, I won't do anything and let you go if you listen to me. Cupped his face. June, Junie, I'm an actor. I'm not bad person. I won't hurt you. Let me treat your bruises. You need treatment. Trust me. June, okay. Removed his t-shirt. Jin covered him by rope and made him turn around. Junie, who abused you? June, no one. Jin, while cleaning his bruises. Don't lie, my guards are outside. They will go to your home and bring your parents here. I will call to police. June, scared. No, 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 don't call to police. Jin, then tell me honestly who did this and why. If you are being abused, then I will help you. Made him sit on this counter. June, no, no one abused me. Actually, told him everything. I'm just a clumsy soul. I can't do anything properly. I'm just a burden on my hands. They are working so hard, but I only know how to ruin their hard work. I'm just and useless. Even my younger brothers are very mature and responsible. Only I left behind. I don't know. Why can't I do anything properly? Jin, you are still thinking about your Hank who beaten up you mercilessly and didn't give you any chance to explain. Aren't you angry? It was just a mistake. You didn't do that intentionally. June, it's not mistake. It became my habit. I tried hard to get rid away from it. Yes, I'm hurt because he didn't give me a chance to explain myself. I only want to help him, but ended up ruined his hard work of 2 months in front of his pain. My pain is nothing. I saw how hard he was working to give us everything. I saw his struggle after working so many years. Finally, he got the opportunity to work with big production house, but because of me, everything got ruined. He isn't looking at me. I'm scared. What if he started hating me? Then I know I'm worthless and I can't bear his hatred. Jin was listening him and trying to understand his situation. Being from billionaire family, he never faced any of this type of situation. He was the single child of, so he didn't know about siblings bonding. He couldn't understand how can he still think about that person who beat him. If anyone just denied to accept his words, then he never worked with him. But here June was only thinking about his young and his ruined work. Could easily see the disappointment and guilt in his eyes. He already lost his self-confidence. Jin cupped his face. You aren't worthless. You are really very good brother and human being. Don't degrade yourself. I can't understand you and your Hank's relationship, but I'm sure he also loved you like you did to him. He can never hate you. Everyone has some bad habits. No one is perfect. There is nothing to blame yourself. You just June hugged him tightly. June, Yang won't hate me now. I don't want to become the reason of his suffering. I can bear anything, but he shouldn't lose his opportunity. Jin strokes his hairs. Nothing will happen like this. Our industry isn't this much cruel. I'm sure they will give him more time to complete his music. You just stop blaming yourself. June needed a tight hug and some comforting words. He was feeling so low. Jin was giving him that comfort without poisoning his brain. He made food and fed him by his hand, then dropped him outside of his house. Time skipped after a few days. As Jin said, Yoongi got more time for completing his all 5 musics. Yoongi became busy in his music. June distances himself from his family. He was so scared of hurting others. He spent his time only in his room and with Jin. He knew his mental state, so he didn't leave him alone. Whenever he had out of country shoot, he stayed in touch with him by mobile. Yoongi didn't pay attention to June because he knew Hobi will take care of him like as always. Hobi saw June's odd behavior. He tried to talk with him, but June already maintained the distance. He didn't tell him what's bothering him. They all decided to watch movie together. Yoongi hadn't returned yet. He was in his studio and working on the music as deadline was near. Jimin and T did all the arrangements. Hobi came with popcorn and Cookie went to call June. Hobi placed the two bowl of popcorn on the center table. All set? Jimin. Everything is set. T. Once Cookie comes with Juni Hangi, then we can enjoy the music together. Try to steal some popcorns. Jimin slapped on his hand. I'm watching you. You can't eat popcorns now. Let Cookie and Juni Hangi come. Cook ran there. Juni Hangi is denying to come. T. But why? Did you force him to watch your Ice Age movie? Cook. No, I told him that today we are going to watch Lion King. Jimin. That's why he is denying. Cook. If he doesn't want to watch Lion King, then we can watch Kung Fu Panda. Jimin. Hobi Hangi, Juni Hangi is behaving weird. He isn't spending time with us. Hobi. I also noticed. Wait, let me go and check him. Hobi went to June's room. His room's door was opened. He peeked inside and saw he was reading the book. He placed his hand on his shoulder and he flinched hard. June. Hobi. Junie, it's me, Hobi Hang. June stood up and maintained safe distance. Hobi Hang, what happened? Do you want anything? Hobi. No. Walked towards him, but June walked back away. But what happened to you? June. Nothing. Hobi. Then why aren't you coming to watch movie with us? June. Look down. I'm studying. Hobi. I noticed. Since we returned from aunt's house, you are behaving weird. Is anything happened in my absence? June shook his head. No. Hobi held his hand and pulled him to himself. Stop walking behind. You know na, if you need to talk, then I'm here. You can share anything with me. June bite his lower lip. There is nothing which I can share. My final exams are coming, so I want to focus on it. Hobi. Okay, I trust you. Ruffles his hairs. Study well. Left. Time skipped after a few days. Yoongi submitted his all the 5 musics and producer loved it. He met Jin in the production house for whom he prepared the music. Yoongi was putting director's card in his wallet. There he saw a small family pic. He noticed June's pic there, so he decided to ask from him. Jin. Excuse me, Yoongi. Yoongi looked at him. Hey Jin, what happened? Do you want any changes? Jin. No, all musics are perfect. I love them. Actually, I want to ask, who is this boy? Pointed his finger on June's pic. Yoongi looked at June's pic and smiled. He is my second younger brother, Namjoon. Jin. Can we talk in alone? It's really very important. Yoongi. Sure. Jin. Okay, then we will talk in my car. Yoongi sat on passenger seat. Say? Jin. Listen, please don't judge me. I just want to sort out some things. Yoongi. Say? Jin. Do you love Junie? Yoongi. Junie? Jin. Namjoon, your younger brother. Yoongi. Is this even thing to ask? Of course I love him. I love my all the brothers equally. Jin. But do you know he started thinking that you hate him and soon upon him he started thinking himself a burden. Yoongi. What nonsense are you saying? It's not the truth. I can never hate him. He is very precious for me. He isn't a burden. You must have any misunderstanding. Jin. I wish I could say yes, but he himself told me this. Yoongi. Shocked. What? How do you know him? Jin. We accidentally met. Told him everything. I know I'm just an outsider. I don't have any right to speak in between, but being his true friend, I can't see him like this. Do you know how much disturbed and low he was feeling? If I hadn't met with him, then he would have done anything. And his life too. Yoongi. No. Jin. Yes, Do you even realize how you had beaten up him? And instead of consoling him, you taunted him and made him feel that he was a burden and useless. Yoongi, no, I never did this. Yes, I beat him, but he broke my drive. I didn't beat him for fun. Jin, you still didn't even realize how far your brother went from you, not from only you, from your whole family. He locked himself in his room. He thought if he went closer to anyone, then he will definitely hurt them. Do you know how much pressurized and lonely he felt when he forced himself to not do any mistake, when he saw his brothers were having fun and laughing, but he can't join them because he will ruin their happy moment? Everyone does mistake. Nobody is perfect, but instead of taunting and making him feel low, you can encourage him and help him to improve his mistake. He was in terrible pain, but still he was thinking about you. He was continuously praying for you to not lose this opportunity. He didn't want to hurt you. He loved you so much. He's so lonely. Yoongi, tear dropped from his eyes. Really? I'm the reason of my brother's pain. I made him this much scared and lonely that he started thinking himself a burden. Jin placed his hand on his shoulder. I know you are feeling guilty. Talk with him. He needs his young's assurance. Open up with him. Tell him that he is for you. What you feel for him. Yoongi, you are right. I should talk with him. With that, he drove to Joon's university and called him outside the university. He was attending the lecture, but when Jin forced him, he came there. Jin told him to sit in his car's back seat. He was at back seat and Jin left after locking the car. He gave them privacy. Yoongi, June looked at him. Yang, you here? Yoongi, I'm sorry. June, shocked. Sorry, but for what? Tried to move away. Yoongi pulled him in a tight hug. I'm sorry for shouting at you without listening your side of the story, for blaming you for the thing which you didn't do, for making you feel low and left behind, for making you feel like a burden, for not being there when you need me the most, for being treated you mercilessly, for not becoming a good young. I'm sorry for my each and every mistake. I was so angry at that time. I did so much hard work for those musics. I just wanted to give you all better life. I felt like I lost the opportunity. I blamed you without realizing your situation. I'm really sorry. I know it's only an excuse, but trust me, I don't hate you. I love you. June, why only me, Ham? Why are you this much strict with me, not with others? Yoongi, because others are still small. I saw my younger self in you, who was so careless and carefree. I just don't want you to become like me, because when life teaches you, then it won't show any mercy. I'm sorry once again. June couldn't hold himself anymore and hugged him tightly. I'm sorry for making you worried and trouble you. I value you and your hard work. I'm not ungrateful. Trust me, I didn't want to hurt you. It happened. He burst into tears and hugged him more tightly. They both were expressing their emotions while crying. June was feeling so light. They both sorted out their differences, but things can't be fixed magically overnight. It takes time to make June normal again. But the good thing, they don't have any harsh feelings for each other. Yoongi thanked Jin for telling him about June and helping him for solving their differences. Jin dropped them to their home. Sometimes we don't even realize how strong our words can hit others and change them for forever. And by then we realize we already lost that person. Not everyone's life is as happy as it seems. Often, the brightest smile hides the deepest and most unbearable pain. Wounds may heal with time, but their scars remains for life, and the memories continue to haunt. No one chooses to change on their own. It's the harsh words, comparison, ignorance, and judgment of others that force a person to change and live like someone without emotions. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the old request which I forgot to make earlier. Sorry for the delay. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I used to make relatable and little emotional stories back then, but people started demanding for cute and funny, so I started making cute and funny stories. The problem of emotional stories is that they remind you some incident which you were trying hard to forget and move on in your life, right? You can fight with whole world, but how can you fight with your own family and loved ones? You gave them your everything without expecting anything from them, but they never cared about you. You are just an unknown soul. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.